Yo, that bitch gonna break down on the fucking ride home. Somebody said I'm actually a Vietnam veteran. Nah. Yo, imagine you're like, I served in the Korean War. 17s decide who wins a car 1,000 to 1.
Nice for you. It's not $1,000 towards.
What does it mean 1,000 to 1? Like $1,000 to one person? Oh, they're coming in thinking that it's $1,000, but they're actually gonna win a car. That is way better.
I actually have a surprise for you.
It's a fucking smart car. We actually have a car for you guys. You're not going to see it until the end. It's an old fucking Honda Accord with 200,000 miles on it. It's a Kia Soul with one tire.
It's not $1,000 towards a car.
What?
It's actually a real car.
Little do they know, they have to pay taxes on it. Little do they know that if you win a car, you don't actually just get to keep the car. You still have to pay for some part of it. A lot of people don't know that. If you win a car, you don't just get the car. It's not how it works. 7 for the sub. Alex for the 3. He did it on stream. It was genuinely brutal. His last words were screaming free Palestine. That is actually brutal that he fought. How long was the stream? Rusted for the sub. And for the 3, the boy talks to doing a history paper. Wanted to ask what you think of the U.S., past and present. What do you mean of the U.S.? In what regard?
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hello. Today, you're going to be playing a game.
This is going to be even worse, dude. The guilt trip stories are going to be crazy. Whenever they do the $1,000 thing, it's always like they need money for college textbooks. Now we're going to be like hearing like, I walk 45 miles to school every day. I walk through the Arctic tundra to get to class. I need this.
You will be leaving with $1,000 towards a car.
Which is always just like, I understand a lot of people here probably need the car more than others, right? But when you're in a scenario where you have to decide who gets something, I feel like it's only fair to do some sort of competition rather than a pity competition. You know what I mean? Like you sit down and you're like, all right, who has the worst life? And then it's just like one-upping each other on the trauma you've been through and how poor you are. It just puts down other people's scenarios in favor of yours, right? Which just is wrong. If somebody's here and they're like, I don't have a car, and then your response is, I don't have a car and my dad's dead. Now it's just making it seem like they're a privileged dick, when in reality, you're both in a shitty scenario. Somebody said boring. We'll see you later, pal. We'll see you later. Bye. We'll see you later, Grayson. We'll see you.
Exciting to you? Like,
Yeah, it's exciting, but it's so nerve-wracking.
Exactly. I was gonna say that.
I actually have a surprise for you. It's not $1,000 towards a car.
What?
Actually, a real car. It's an RC car. That would be fucking hilarious. They go through all of this and they bring out like a shitty Toys R Us remote control car that like can't even control it past like 10 feet because it has that long antenna. Oh, wait. Anybody ever have one of those old Toys R Us helicopters that you would control, and if it was like 20 feet away from you, it would lose connection, and the second it fell from like, if it fell onto asphalt, it would just break, and it was like $40, but the second it hit something, it was just unusable. I had probably like 5 of those throughout the years of 6 and 10. And like, it was like every Christmas I got one. And then I'd use it for like 5 minutes and it would just hit the ground and all of the fucking rotors would shatter or some shit. And it wouldn't even have to be from like high up either. It would fall like 5 feet and it would break.
It's a 2001 Toyota Corolla.
Oh, God.
It's got
Yo, that bitch gonna break down on the fucking ride home. Yo, that's not a giveaway, bro. Yo, that car is so ass. Oh my God, like that's like a starter car you'd buy for yourself. Like, there's a lot of people that have cars like, somebody said don't diss it. Dude, I'm not dissing anybody that owns a car like this. But I'm saying if you're getting given a vehicle and you're winning a car, you're presuming that it's not like a fucking 25-year-old vehicle.
Miles on it, but it runs great.
Wait, I love that. That girl right there went, really?
Like my heart just like it fell out of my butt and maybe I'm dying.
Heart fell out of my butt and maybe I'm dying? What? Yo, if I got that car, how many miles do you think that car has? It's an early 2000s car. If it has like a replaced engine, if it has a replaced engine, it probably wouldn't even have to say the miles. That shit's probably gonna die in like 50,000 miles. They said 150K. No, I'm saying how many do you think it has more in it? I meant. Chat, I worded that wrong. My bad. How many miles until that car's fucking scrap? I'd say 50K. I had a friend who had a Jeep Wrangler with 210,000 miles on it. And when he drove that car, it was like you could tell it had been through the ringer, dude.
I want this car more than anything.
$1 million, it's a Toyota. Yeah, that is true. Like a Toyota's probably gonna have more than a Jeep. But still, like when you have a car that surpasses 150K miles, it gets to the point where everything's going to start needing to be replaced.
Thing in the world.
I mean, a real car is kind of life-changing at the time in my life.
Very nervous about like whether I get the car or not, just because I want the car and I need the car, but if I don't get it, it's fine.
To be fair, though, I don't want to discut, because like this got 300K views. Like, to presume that they're going to give away a brand new Nissan Altima is kind of obscene, right? Because like this video itself probably broke even. Like, in the sense of how much they had to spend on the fucking Toyota. Somebody redeemed Scream. No more screams today. I am losing my voice. My fucking throat hurts. Dr. Lewis, or Lois for the sub, Just for the sub. Daddy and Zay for the sub. I'm not turning up the gain, chat. Star for the 3. The producer bought a new car before this. Oh my god. Yo, Burrito for the sub. Yo, honestly, not a bad business idea. You have an old car and you get a new car and just give your old car away. What, the producer's grandma died and they get inherited the vehicle?
It's not Mr. Beast. We're not giving an airplane or like a Hummer or something, but it's a good first car.
Yeah.
It's cute. I would be happy with a bike if y'all were like, you're getting $1,000 on a bike.
I'd cry.
There's going to be 4 elimination rounds. Whoever's been eliminated, I'm going to let them decide who wins.
I don't want to eliminate anyone here.
I know.
Oh, here we go. Pan for the audience. I love all of you guys. You guys are like my best friends. I would take a bullet for you. I think I would. All of you. Yeah. If there was a school shooter aiming at us, I think I would jump in front of you. Please put me the car.
We just all share the car, actually.
Yeah,
We'll take turns.
I'll have it on weekends.
The round is starting now. You're all going to share a little bit about yourself and what you plan to do with the car. In the end, you'll eliminate the person whose story you connect with the least. Who wants to go first?
Right now, I'm feeling really nervous because I don't know really what to say. I don't know if I should give them a sob story.
Make them up, dog. I'm letting you know right now. Fucking pull that rabbit out of the fucking hat. I was actually born in the Arctic wilderness in Canada. I've been an orphan since I can remember. I lived with a pack of wolves until the age of 6. When a priest found me, he took me in, which I began to study under him. All I've ever known is wild. I don't even understand money itself. I've never earned a penny in my life. Every job I've ever done, I've given it back.
Story, or should I just be real with them?
It's just gonna be a hard decision.
I studied martial arts under monks. I served my country for no cost whatsoever. The United States Army. I'm a veteran. And they're going to be like, you're 16. You're 16. What do you mean you're a vet? Trust me. I need the car.
And to like make about people that
Trust me, they made an exception. They let me in the military early.
I don't know very well.
My name is Nova. I think I'm a very
I wasn't on the front lines. I actually stirred the soup.
eccentric, outgoing person. I like doing a lot of activities. I play softball, and it'd just be nice to like be able to hang out with my friends and have an easier way to like get places and do the things that I want to do.
Somebody said I'm actually a Vietnam veteran. Nah. Yo, imagine you're like, I served in the Korean War. Dude, you were born 35 years after the Korean War. That doesn't matter.
Okay, I
stood there with them in my heart.
Lotus. I'm 17. I graduate in February early, so I want to just have that car ready for me so that I can drive to work, because I can't really work right now because I have to take the bus and the buses are not always reliable.
What's the wildest thing you're gonna do with your car?
I don't know. Probably try the freeway.
Oh, I'd probably hotbox the fuck out of that fucking thing if I'm keeping it a fucking stack. Probably roll up the windows, cut the AC.
Oh yeah.
Wild, you crazy. Hi,
Truth. I feel like I'm a very involved student. I'm involved with like student council and I do sports too. With my car, I'd probably like hang out with friends, obviously, like pick up some people that I like want to get with.
Hey guys, I'm Hannah. So I'm a junior in high school.
I'm waiting for this. I'm waiting for probably drive my little cousin to school. Both of his parents don't really care about him. I'm kind of like the mother figure to him.
And
right now I actually walk him to school.
Actually do part-time.
Yo, I'm not making fun of anybody that actually has to do this. I'm just waiting for the story, right? That's gonna top all other stories. Every cut video has one where it's like, this person has lived a horrible life. And you're like, oh my God, they have to pick them. But then it just makes you feel like shit because everybody else might also be going through something, but it just doesn't matter anymore.
I'm college classes in another city, and I have to commute.
Like, what?
Joe, stop making fun of people. Some people might need to do this. Bro, like, did you... Right. I'm just saying it always ends up being a one-up story of, I have to say why I need this.
What kind of road trip, like, where would you go on a road trip?
Oh, you guys know the movie Twilight?
Yeah!
It's really pretty.
Let's hope there's a hottie vampire. Let's hope so.
I hope so.
Hey guys, I'm Aaliyah. I'm a sophomore in high school. Academically, I do pretty well. I focus a lot on my grades. Probably.
Yo, these are like straight up like discussion board posts. It's just like straight fucking positivity. Just all around. No one actually is saying anything that's gonna make them like... They can't target anybody because then everybody targets them, so they just have to be so nice.
I'm a sophomore in high school. Academically, I do pretty well. I focus a lot on my grades, probably more than my social life. I also spend time with my grandma a lot. She's getting older and she lives about an hour away. And she's super fun, so I really want to spend more time with her.
Yeah.
Oh
my gosh.
What song would you blast in your car?
Oh my gosh.
I have to say Arab pop music, you guys. Yeah. Arab pop. Mr. Say Sada, you guys. Yep, I would blast that.
My name's Charlotte. I'm 16. I'm a junior in high school. Generally, I don't know, I'm agreeable, I guess. And I would use my car, number one, like to and from school because both of my parents have full-time jobs. Also, it would just be cool to have a car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
See, like, that's like, I wouldn't add that. Like, just as a tip, I'll be like, okay, both your parents have full-time jobs. Doesn't every family, parents both have full-time jobs? My parents have full-time jobs. That's what I'm saying. I feel like if you're in a scenario where you're like, my mom stays at home, you don't need the car. You know what I mean? Like, if one of your parents just doesn't work, like, you don't need the car.
Yeah.
Right?
Unless you're a family that has like 5 kids and it's like, okay, now literally taking care of these kids is the job.
For sure. What's the fastest you want to drive?
The speed limit, but I'm actually like, I really like going fast, so.
Yeah, like you have an open road.
Don't get
I'm gonna let you know, I don't think you're gonna be going that quick in a 2001 Toyota Corolla. I don't think you're gonna be pushing 100 on that thing. I think you're gonna start hearing in the engine. That thing's max speed is 60 mph. 60 mph. That's about it. Yeah, you ain't gonna be going that quick.
Over.
Yeah.
My name's Makai. I'm 15 and I'm a freshman this year.
No, deadass, I think that is a good starting car, though. I had a used Camaro. I had a used 2010 V6 Camaro as my first car. Had like 70,000 miles on it. First day I got the car, I went 120 on a back road. I almost died. Like, I almost died. Like, I was going 120 miles an hour on a fucking back road. It is not a good V. Like, I would say that no man's starting car I would say no one's starting car should be a fucking sports vehicle. I think it should be like a Prius. Somebody said V6. Yeah, because V8's expensive. I had a V6 used Camaro because those are cheap, right? Or cheaper. Whereas a V8 is like fucking 15K more, 20K more. Black for the sub. Well, that's brand new, but yeah, no. Why did you switch? I didn't like the practicality of a sports vehicle. Sports cars are nice, right? But number one, like, would I love to own a sports car in the future? Yeah. But I just think that sports cars can hold one suitcase. They can't carry groceries. They're hard to maintain. If you drive in the snow, right? Well, so it was like it was like really snowy, I couldn't fucking go anywhere. Like if you live in Florida, yeah, good shit, own a fucking sports car. But like if you live in the Northeast or anywhere and it only has 2 seats, yeah, it's like fucking trash. Well, it's 4 seats, but the back 2 seats, it's like you have to be 100 pounds wet to be able to fit back there.
Do wrestling right now because
You do?
Yeah.
Wait,
Get a Urus. Yeah, let me just drop fucking a rack on a Lamborghini Urus. Pass.
are you varsity? What weight class?
So my school's really small, so technically I am varsity.
Do you wrestle as well?
I do, yeah.
Who do you think's gonna win between you and her?
I got my money on Hannah.
Like, not to be like disrespectful or anything, but I think I would win just by
Not to be disrespectful or anything, I think I would pile drive you into the fucking ground. I think you would be in a coma after we got through that match. I don't think you would last a second. I'm really not trying to be a dick here or anything, but like, I think you might die in that circle.
just because I weigh so much more than you.
Let's see it happen. Let's move the couch.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, on the couch, let's go.
So you all went. How do you want to decide who you're going to eliminate? Do you want to write it down?
Write it down.
All right. But does everyone know each other's name?
I think they're gonna vote her or him out.
Forgot.
I'm choosing Makai, and I feel really bad about it, but I guess we had to vote someone out.
I'd also choose him because he can't even drive. Are there states where you can drive? Maybe. Not in New Jersey, though.
The first person I'm going to vote for is Makai. Genuinely, not in a bad way. I just
There are states where if he had like a farmer's license, he could.
didn't remember what he
With a permit, well, a permit, you can't drive alone.
said. Like, I have no idea what he's talking about, so.
Okay, here we go. Nova. Someone said sorry. Okay.
No one lives in New Jersey. Yeah, what state are you from, Tyda? Because I don't know about you, but fucking 9 million people live in New Jersey. No one lives in New Jersey. It's the most densely populated state. Buddy's about to say, Georgia, buddy? Oh, fuck. I actually don't know if Georgia has more people. Come on. Shit. Georgia has more people, but it's also 4 times the size of New Jersey.
Damn, these folded weird. Charlotte. Makai.
It's over. Oh, I'm so sorry. Bro, save the pity, bro. No, you can't be saying, you can't go, aw, when you voted him out. You voted him out. 4 people are saying aw right now. I'm seeing aw and aw. And as per my calculations, at least 2 of you voted that motherfucker out.
I wasn't not expecting that, but I wasn't really expecting to be first just because there's 6 other people. Can I ask who voted for me and why?
There was 5?
I will say I voted for you out only because you're 15. You're a freshman, so like you still have like a chance to like get a job and get a car or whatnot. And so
It's nothing against you.
nothing. You are literally so precious. I just want to put you in my pocket.
I completely understand. I came into this knowing that there are other people who definitely have better reasons than I do.
I love you.
Love you.
Okay, for the next round, you are all going to rank yourselves in order from least to most popular.
Damn, bro. I feel like you could... She already said that she doesn't have friends or a social life. I feel like that's fucked up. All right, you guys are going to determine who's the loser here. Who's the loser here? Nothing against you, but I think you don't have any friends. I don't want to be that guy, but...
You have to figure it out together. Makai is going to decide where in your ranking he will eliminate someone. So it could be the most popular, the 3rd most popular. It could be anyone in the order.
If they're really popular, then their life at school is probably really nice. I'm gonna choose to eliminate the most popular person.
Should we do it based on like how many friends we
Kind of want to go this guy right now. If I'm being flat out. This guy's charismatic. This guy looks like people get along with him.
have?
Or how is that even like a measurement?
I don't know how many
Like,
friends I have.
How about let's
He's
start
the
with
only dude. Yeah, that is true too.
who wants to just point to right now on the count 3 who they think is the most popular. 1, 2, 3.
Yo, they ganging up on him though. Nah, that's nuts.
Now, who do they think is the least popular? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I don't want to do this.
I don't like that.
I feel
Oh, bro, come on. You can't say you don't want to do it.
bad. I'm sorry.
I would vote her just because she said that she didn't have a social life.
Why are you two pointing at each other? You're both like.
Because she said she wasn't like, she focused more on her academics than her. That's why I said that.
I'm not saying you're not cool because you're awesome.
And nothing's wrong with being unpopular. Like, it's okay to have a few close friends.
Nothing's wrong with being unpopular, but you're a fucking loser. Sorry.
Put my
Sorry, poop.
I wouldn't put myself at most popular. I also wouldn't put myself at least popular.
I think a lot of these people are more popular than me, for sure. I feel I rank somewhere in the middle, probably. So should we start organizing ourselves then?
Yeah. Okay.
Quick, he's got the popular skater boy fit that all the women are like, oh my god.
He doesn't seem like the popular kid, though. He seems like the type of guy in high school that everyone knows, which could indicate popularity, but I don't think it does, right? The popular kid is like the guy in high school that like everybody wants to be around or sits at like the cool kid table, whereas I don't think he's sitting at the cool kid table. And what I mean by the cool kid table is like the varsity jocks that do cocaine. I don't think he's that guy. I think he's just like casual. The goth girl kid. Juan, can we not?
Come on.
So yeah, I think he should go to the top, probably.
Okay.
Feel free.
That's not good. What if I get voted out? Right now, I'm feeling nervous because I'm starting to think that whoever's the most popular is going to get kicked out real quick.
Who are you thinking? Do you think anyone should move?
I don't know. I feel like that seems like a pretty reasonable lineup. But then again,
No one fucking moved. Oh, they did move. No, they didn't. Oh, no, they did. How do you rate popularity, though? Because they're not going to say if they're popular or not. I feel like these two definitely are popular based on just how extroverted they are. And I think if you're an extrovert, you're automatically going to be more popular just because you interact with people more.
it seems like a pretty reasonable lineup. But then again, I don't really know these people super personally. But
What do we think? Is this it?
I don't know like who I would switch with. And I don't know you guys enough to like.
That's why this is
yeah,
hard. I don't know.
Juan pinned it. He didn't write it in chat. Oh, shit. Yo, my bad. I saw your name, and so I read it as if it was yours. Meat for the sub. The Hira and Wizzle for the sub. Slice and Super for the sub. Tinted Black for the sub. Brandello for the 3. How much you pay for it? The used Camaro. I'm actually looking for a car right now. I'm looking at a used Camaro. God, I think at the time it was like 8 or 9K for like a really used V6 Camaro. Not even really used. 60,000 mile used Camaro. That's like 15 years old-ish. Yeah, you could get for like 9K depending on where you go. Zenton and KZ for the sub. Dakota for the 3. If I was in the cup video, I'd be the most two-faced person there. Black for the 3. Why did you stop playing Telltale Batman game? Because it just wasn't entertaining. Burrito for the sub. That was also 2 years ago. What is with people coming into my chat and asking why I stopped? Like, okay, I understand you want to know, and I'll let you know. But, like, if you're asking me why I stopped playing it in hopes of me getting back on that game, I'm not just going to pick up a story game that I left off in 2021. Or 2020, 3 years ago then. Star for the 3. But producer butter. Oh wait, I already read that. Meatballs and carbs for the 3. Said, didn't you die? Cringe, not funny.
Fine with being here, but like as a person, I don't think I would be the least popular.
We're also a small group of people.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did you say? Who would be eliminated?
I decided that.
Where's Red Dead? You swear to God, chat. Can we just be a normal chat today? Can we stop asking me where fucking Red Dead is? Hold up, I gotta post on TikTok. Let me grab my phone. Chat, 1 or 2? What are people saying? 2? Oh wait, I can post it now. It's this one. It's posting. Ryan for the 3. Did you watch Kid Cannabis yet? No. Was it a good movie? It was well put together. And Natty's next week for the 400. Skid Adderley for the 1,000. Not $1,000. 1,000 biddies. Stop by system at work. I want to say thank you for helping me view my life in a different perspective in a time I felt nothing mattered anymore. W fucking message. Couldn't be more grateful genuinely. Well, I'm glad I could help, Skid Adderley. I'm sorry you had to go through that, but I mean, I'm glad I could give you a different perspective in a time that you needed that.
The person who we ranked as most popular would be eliminated. Sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
The reason was that you probably have a really nice school life, I'd say.
Oh, shucks.
Do you agree though?
I feel like I don't consider myself popular, but I do consider myself like knowing a lot of people.
Well known.
And it's
That's exactly what I said. I feel like you can read that. They're kind of like douchey if they actually are popular versus like somebody actually just having known people.
It's more of a front, if you know what I mean. Like, I have my own stuff that I have to deal with a lot, but. This is so stupid. I knew I should have made Hannah go in front of me.
Hug every time.
Go ahead and take a seat.
Shucks. Do you guys think that was like the right choice, or how do you guys feel about that?
I don't think you should have gone to
I got made fun of in high school now that I'm looking back at it, bro. Holy fuck. I mean, I would make fun of the people that made fun of me, but they would always start out that shit, dude. But I also made fun of people in high school. I don't know. I feel like the vibe was so different, though. Because I went to an all-dude school, so it was like everybody just beefed with each other. There were kids that got bullied. I wouldn't say I got bullied, but like people would fuck with me. But then in response, I would just make fun of them. There was one kid that would really mess with me, and he would poke at me until the point that I would say I was going to kick his ass because I was like a foot taller than him. And he was like that short kid that was like somehow a bully. And he would like mess with me, and I would just be like, dude, I will actually just beat the shit out of you. And then he stopped. You already saw this video? No, I have not.
But like it did seem like you were very like outgoing and like super well known and stuff like that.
But then, yeah, we don't know what's going on in your personal life. In that sense, it wasn't fair, but also because nobody knew.
Have people called you a loser? What, when I was in high school? I don't remember if they called me a loser, but they would make fun of me. Like, I don't know what specifics. I remember it was my history class. He would sit next to me, and me and him, it was weird. The dynamic was weird, because there was times where he would really piss me off, but then we would be, like, half friends. Apex for the sub. It was an odd scenario. I think I got made fun of more my freshman and my sophomore year. My junior and my senior year, nobody really made fun of me. It was like we beefed with each other, but everybody knew each other, so it wasn't like a problem. Weren't you a runner? Yeah, that's when I started getting shit on less. When I actually started doing well in sports, and I wasn't scrawny. Charlie for the 5. Didn't you say you would throw shit in the air when you were in crowds? Yeah, that was my senior year. I'd throw stuff behind me. When we was at a football game, I would stand at the front lines and just start chucking shit into the crowd behind me. Man, those were the days.
What was going on?
Fair.
It was fair.
Yeah.
No, they weren't, dude. I almost gave a kid a concussion. That's when I stopped. Your video didn't post. You assaulted a guy. I didn't. Somebody handed me a lacrosse ball. I'm not getting into this fucking story again. Somebody handed me a lacrosse ball, and I threw it behind me, and it hit a kid in the face. He was fine, right? He was fine. I checked on him. He was good. He was like a sophomore. I knew who he was. I didn't say that I threw the lacrosse ball, but I was like, damn, man, who threw that? And he was like, I don't know, dude. It just fucking hit me in the face. I was like, wow, are you all right? He was like, yeah, I'm good. Then I walked away.
You all brought your student photos.
Yeah.
Okay. For this next round, the 2 that are eliminated are going to decide.
There was one kid at my... somebody said, why do you beat up a little kid? I didn't beat up a little kid. When I was a junior, there was a kid that was a freshman that everybody called Chicken Little because he looked like Chicken Little. And I remember he would always just annoy me. And it was like, people would make fun of him and I would feel bad. But then when you actually had a conversation with him, he was the most annoying asshole ever. And then he got expelled for stealing. Because he stole like $500 out of different people's bags. Because we would have like weightlifting and everybody would leave their bags. And he would go in everybody's bag and just steal their money. And then I don't know how they found out it was him. But I remember he got expelled for that. And I remember one day he hit me with a money spread. It was at track practice. He hit me with a money. I don't know why he did track. I feel like his mom probably made him. But I remember he would show up and I would be like weightlifting and he would pull up to me and he would just pull a wad of cash this thick with a rubber band around it. And I was like, where are you getting that? And he was like, man, I got my ways. And I was like, dog, stop acting like you're a fucking drug dealer. And then and it was just the money he stole from people. But
whoever has the worst photo will be eliminated.
Definitely me.
Oh my god.
I would have lost this, so I was already out.
Are you ready to share?
So I did my necklace.
Okay,
My hair with
okay.
the wind was in my face.
Well, we all know you're not out because you look majestic as fuck.
What do you think? Would you agree? Yeah.
your student photo, I don't know if I have my student ID anymore. Do you guys keep your old student IDs? No. Fucking throw that shit out.
What? Can we do something else? We're being ranked by men right now, man.
I have all of mine. I mean, maybe that would have been nostalgic to look back on when I'm like 50, but it was just like, nah, it's a fucking student ID, dude.
Boys, hello? Like, what? Listen, it's just because your hair was up and everybody else's was down. Aria?
Yep.
I'm sorry, girl.
This is like the ritual now.
It's okay.
Oh, you're like a big friendly giant.
I knew I should have brought my other ID. I had my hair down.
I'm sorry, bro.
Why did they have their student ID on there?
I don't know. I just based it off of like
Yeah, it was
the lighting of the picture.
Even if you were like the most beautiful woman out there.
Were y'all the type of kids that paid for the cool background? Be real. Be honest. When you took your student photos, did you have the base blue background, or did your parents pay for like the cool background? I feel like most people, my mom wanted it, but I don't understand why you had to pay for that. That's the biggest scam ever. If you don't know what I'm talking about, when we would have school photos, you would always sit in front of like a blue screen usually, but you could pay to have like a custom screen. And I remember I had these two friends that every year they would pay for the weird background. That was like fucking, I don't even know how much it was because I never paid for it. Cheyenne's for the sub, Charlie for the 5. All right.
Sometimes school pictures will do so dirty. So dirty. So it's kind of based on luck.
Because you're so beautiful. Like, you are so gorgeous.
No, but I don't want to seem like a sore loser just because I got out. I genuinely think like that doesn't show that I need a car or I don't need a car. So that really makes me feel a little sad, but it's fine.
I get where she's coming from. Based off of my school picture, I'd probably be feeling the same way, but it is not that deep. We all lost, and it's not about who's more attractive. It's more based on like who dressed up the most and who has the best lighting.
For this next one, we're gonna have the 4 of you take a driver's test.
Oh, awesome.
I would have been out. Wait, can we take the driver's test too or no?
A written permit test?
I might fail that. Shit, dude. They're taking the real written test. Yeah, they're all gonna fucking fail. You're not gonna know the fines. You're gonna know the parallel parking and shit. But if they're no studying, it hits you with the how much do you owe if you park next to a fire hydrant. They're not gonna fucking how far away can you park from a fire hydrant? They're not gonna fucking know that.
Okay. So Nova, if you see side-by-side red lights flashing at a railroad crossing,
she's bleeding.
You must signal before going any further, maintain your speed and cross the railroad, slow down, or stop.
Stop.
Okay.
It's acne? Yeah, no, I used to pick my acne. Dude, I used to get really bad. Where do you guys get acne? I used to get acne all over my chin. It was my chin and my forehead. I never really got it. Now I get acne on my cheeks. And then on the top of my hairline, I have a zit right there, if you guys can see it. My whole face. I feel like some people, it's their whole face. Slex for the sub. I never had back knee. I know a lot of guys have back knee.
You may cross double solid yellow lines to pass.
Wait, hang on.
My nose? Oh, yeah, no. My nose is just covered in blackheads, though. Like that. I feel like that's everybody's nose is just covered in blackheads.
Okay, got it.
To pass a slow-moving truck, to turn into a driveway, to pass another car, or under no conditions.
Under no conditions.
A first conviction for driving under the influence of alcohol or any drug can result in license suspension for at least blank if you refuse to take a breath test. In 30 days, 90 days, 1 year, 2 years.
If you refuse.
I think it's... if you refuse to take it, I think it's a year. It's not 2 years. I know it's not 2 years. It's either 90 days or a year. I would assume it's a year.
To take a breath test, 1 year.
Okay, and the last one, Charlotte. An end school zone sign indicates that the speed limit is 20 miles per hour, the increased possibility of encountering pedestrians, or the end of a reduced speed zone.
Bro, that is an unfair... If she gets this wrong, she should be fucking thrown out of this competition. The end of the school zone means that you can resume your regular speed. That is the easiest question by far. The fucking DUI one?
Last one?
Yes, that was correct.
Oh!
I'm sorry, Aaliyah.
Yo, she was shitting herself.
Yours was wrong.
Wait, I thought yours was right.
No, I think it's if you needed to go in like a driveway.
Yes, it's going
Yeah,
in the driveway.
I always got confused with that one.
Wait, can we have a group hug again?
Yeah.
We need to do that. I'm sorry.
I think the questions, some of them were easy and some of them were hard. It's definitely one that when I was practicing for my knowledge test, I kept forgetting. So, I mean, it was kind of in the cards.
Final round, you each have to make a case of why you are the person to leave with the car. The folks who are eliminated are going to decide who leaves with the car.
I would use my car to get to and from school. I would use it to get to work because sometimes I have to work like 20 minutes after my
All right, I'm going to ask you guys a real life driving question. How much over the speed limit do you have to go for a cop to pull you over? Most people are saying 10. I would say it varies, and this is why it varies. If you're on a highway and the highway is like 70, you could probably go, and you shouldn't, you should just go to the speed limit. But most cars on the highway on a 70 mile per hour speed limit are going 80. And so they probably wouldn't pull you over unless you're going like 10, 15. If you're in like a 35 mile an hour speed limit and you're going 40, a cop might pull you over. You can get away with most police officers of going over the speed limit depending on how much the speed limit is, right? If you're in a speed limit and it's 25 miles an hour and you're going 30, you're going to get fucking pulled over. But if you're going 5 miles over and it's 65 and you're going 70, they're probably not going to pull you over, right? It's usually a percentage of the speed that you're going, and it's subjective of the cop. I've had friends that have gotten pulled over for going like 4 miles an hour over, and I've had friends that have gone fucking 30 over and passed a cop and they haven't gotten pulled over. Realistically, you should just follow the speed limit. But Awk for the sub. Also depends what state you're in. Charlie for the 5. Went 115 at 65 when I was 16. Got put on a driving probation for a year. Yep, that's what happens. When you're honestly, you want me to be real? You're lucky you were 16. I'm assuming if you were 18, you might have been that might have been revoked fully, or you might have gotten really fined or thrown in prison. If you go a certain amount over the speed limit, you could get thrown in jail. Cat for the 5. Not for a long time, but like if you go like 120 on a highway and the cop pulls you over, you're fucked. Cat for the 5. You're my favorite streamer and TikToker. Keep up the great work. Thank you.
school gets out. I don't know. I just use a car for its traditional
Smatty for the 5. I don't know if you saw my sub. Well, thank you for the sub if I missed that.
purposes.
And
I
for the
guess.
500 biddies.
Driving. I don't think I'm gonna win just because I know there are people who have a lot more responsibilities and less financial security.
Who follows the speed limit, though? A lot of people in other states. In New Jersey, people tend to speed, but I have been in other states where no one speeds. Like when I was in like North Carolina, I mean, that was just my own experience. People speed, but it wasn't as much, right? Or when I was in like Kentucky or Ohio or fucking PA. I mean, PA people speed, so it's not that crazy. But like it really varies on what state you're in. Blocked for the 4. My friend went 100 on country roads. Real for the 3. I already read that. Only in Ohio? Stop. Illinois is crazy. Missouri, people speed everywhere. I think at any state, people are going to speed, but I think it's at what amount, right? Like in New Jersey, if the speed limit's 45 and it's nighttime and you're going 50, people will pass you.
So I'll use the car to get to school, my education, my sports, take care of my family. It's just gonna be so much easier, and I can really live up to like most of my like potential, and like all of us can, right? But there's been times where I haven't gone to practice because no one was able to give me a ride. Yeah, I'm confident I'm gonna win. I expressed how it's gonna help me, but we'll see.
Oh,
We'll
are
see,
they
'cause everyone
voting
else
now?
has their problems too.
Well, I'm gonna help out my mom with my younger siblings
Alex for the 3. New Jersey is some of the most diabolical drivers. They fill your gas for you, though. Yeah, they do.
because they need to get places and have things done. I'm gonna get myself to my sports and to my school stuff because I live really far, so public transport is not an option for me. And this is a personal thing, but I'm very scared of taking the bus because of some stuff that happened. So it's just really freaky for me to take the bus in the morning. So that's why I think it would be really nice if I could have a car and be able to get myself to school without being so like anxious all the time. Sometimes it's hard for me to share things like that. It just really depends on how I feel in the moment. A lot of people are gonna know about like my personal life. And it's just a bit scary, but I've learned to work my way through it and just be like, okay, well, I mean,
Somebody said that that's not guilt tripping. No, I wouldn't even say that's guilt
to
tripping.
know these things.
I would say she's just saying why she doesn't want to fucking take the bus. The real for the sub, Joshy for the 3. I was biking down like a busy street, stopped by bike control, had to pay 120 euro fine, and another 75 euros for not carrying an ID. That is crazy. Dominator for the 3. You're my favorite stoner. Stop.
I think it's... Yeah? We all agree on that? Because
I relate to her a lot.
I feel like not only by like her reasons, but also kind of I feel like the other people's reasons weren't really like as.
And when she said she couldn't make practice, did she say because she couldn't get home or she couldn't get to practice? Because your practice is after class.
Like not to like
not
belittle
desperate,
anyone.
but like it wasn't as like
yeah.
needed.
She couldn't get to practice. That doesn't make sense unless it's like a weekend practice.
So relate to when she said about she can't take the bus because of bad experiences.
Exactly.
You guys were really vulnerable, and like I just want to say like you're so valid, and like it's really like.
Me too. I think a lot of us have valid reasons.
I think everyone has a valid reason.
That's why we're all here.
Yeah.
The group that was eliminated has decided on someone.
So we decided Nova. Oh, don't cry because you're gonna make me cry. Oh no.
Wait, I don't think it was like against any like.
No, it's not against
nobody's
anyone.
problems are less or more important.
This doesn't feel real. Like, this seriously feels like a fever dream. I don't... Thank you guys so much.
Take us on a road trip sometime.
Yeah, come on.
Road trip! 5 miles in, shit start overheating.
That was like amazing. I think that was really deserved.
I know all of us aren't like super happy because we didn't get the car, but I'm happy.
That was a good video.